Mickey Mouse! Fresh kicks. Yeah, boy. Okay, that's about enough of that. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm here today to do a video. Oh my god, whenever I say that, I say it so fast. I'm here to do it. And that's what it comes out as. Not cool. I am here today to do a video about, not about my hair, even though, blee. I'm here today to do a video about my least favorite books I have read because of Booktube. I've already filmed a video which should be posted by now about my favorite books that I have read because of Booktube, so I will make sure to link that down below, so go check that out. But this is a list of the books that I have read because I was very heavily influenced by Booktube because people said, oh, these books are amazing. Oh my god, they're so wonderful. And guess what? I hated them. Like, my least favorite books I have read because of Booktube. Majority of these I do not have physical copies of because I have given them away, because just looking at them I was like, bleh, no thank you. So I will try and insert pictures. Without further ado, I'm going to get into my list of my least favorite books I've read because of Booktube. The first one I'm going to mention is the one physical copy that I do have, and that is Looking for Alaska by John Green. We all know how much hype Booktube gives to John Green, and some of it is deserved and some of it, in my opinion, is not. I think John Green is a fabulous person. Like, I really like him, and I absolutely love The Fault in Our Stars. So then everyone was talking about Looking for Alaska and how it was one of their favorite books. I read this book and I flippin' hated it. Like, I didn't like it at all. I hated the characters, the story was kind of stupid, and to be honest, I know they're making a movie, but I'm probably not even gonna watch the movie, but maybe it would be better than the book. Like, I just didn't like it. I was so incredibly disappointed by this book that it is one of my least favorite books I've read because of Booktube, because of everything. Next up, and this one's probably gonna ruffle some feathers, woo, but it is Just One Day by Gail Forman. This is so many people's favorite books, and I do not understand why. Like, I absolutely hated that book. I thought it was so just dumb. Like, I don't know what it was when I read it, but I read it with the Chicklets book club, and I don't think any of us ended up liking that book. It was just, I don't know, it was kind of like random, and I didn't feel like it was put together well. Once again, I did not like the characters. Characters are a huge thing for me when I read books. Like, if I don't like the characters, typically I don't like the book. So I hated the characters. I just was not impressed with it at all, and it's one of my least favorite books, like, ever. Not just because of Booktube, but ever. Yuck. Blech. Next up, and this one did make me quite sad, but that's okay. It is Finding Audrey by Sophie Kinsella. I love Sophie Kinsella. You might know that. I love her. I think her books are so cute and so fun, but I've read a lot of her adult books, which, you know, I really enjoy, but this one was a young adult book, and I didn't like it. I just thought the story was so predictably stupid, and sometimes I like predictable books, but in this case I just didn't like it. I didn't like the characters. Once again, I thought it was one of those stories where it was almost too much, that the love interest like saved the day. You know, she got over a lot of her issues because of this boy that she found, which, you know, I guess could happen, but for me, I just wasn't buying it, and I don't know if it was just because I wasn't in the mood for that type of a book. I have no idea, but overall I just didn't like. So many people liked it. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't know. Next on my list is All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven. I was so excited to read this book because it sounded super interesting. Another case of Jamie hates the characters. I thought it was, you know, I understand the story had like some sensitive subject matter and everything with the characters, but I found the characters to be so dramatic that it was just hard for me to read. Like, I couldn't get into it at all. So that was a big one for me, that everyone who was reading it, they were like really enjoying it, and I was just like, I don't get it. Am I supposed to be liking this book? Because I don't. Am I failing at liking this book? I think I am. Book fail. Like fail. Fails. Next up is Delirium by Lauren Oliver. More like Deliri-Dumb. I hated this book so much. Yuck, yuck, yuck. I didn't like it. I did not like it. I thought the story was so just like bland and plain, and like the concept is so cool, but it just was not executed well. No, I wasn't into it. No, thank you. I have two left. The next one is Love Letters to the Dead by Ava Delaria. I was like confused. I read the book, everyone was like, oh, this is such a good book, and I read it and I was like, I think it was pretty bad. Like, it wasn't good, hence pretty bad. Yeah, I didn't like it. It's about like a girl whose sister has died and you don't know whether she committed suicide or if she fell or what's going on. And the romance was weird, and I don't know, I just didn't like it. I was really trying to like it when I listened to the audiobook, and I was really trying hard to like it, and I just couldn't. Yeah. No. And the very last one, and this one I remember when I read it and like absolutely hated. This is one of my least favorite books of all time, like legit. It's Pushing the Limits by Katie McGarry, which people love this book and people love that author. I despised this book. I hated the characters. I thought the love was just bleh. I didn't like it. No, thank you. It pushed my limits for sure. I didn't enjoy it at all. I just thought that it was stupid. And I don't mean to offend anyone when I say that, because I know a lot of people love that book, but in my head as I was reading it, I was like, is this for real? Like, come on. No. Get out of here. So overall, that is one of my least favorite books of all time, and I read it because so many people on Booktube love that book. I just was not one of those people. Needless to say, I have not read anything else by Katie McGarry because I don't think I like her writing style. I think that's what it comes down to. This is such a negative video, you know? Such a downer. Debbie Downer. So those are some of the books that I read because of Booktube that ended up becoming some of my least favorite books. There are so many books that I've read from Booktube that I absolutely loved, and I feel like more times than not, I enjoy the books that I read that I find out about on Booktube. So, you know, every once in a while you're expected to not like something. That's just how life goes. I'm on a swivel chair. Ooh, okie. That is all I have for you guys today. Let me know down below what some of the books you have read because of Booktube that you really, really didn't enjoy, because there's got to be some for sure. Like, we can't all like the same books. That would just be weird. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you see, please subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!